Something very, very strange is happening. As you can see, it's raining. There's puddles. The yard is wet. Yesterday was dry. And we moved that shed. Now, it's been raining in the last 10 minutes. That's why I've got my hood up. But why? Why where that shed was sat? Is it dry? It's rained all the way around it, but not where that shed was. That just doesn't make sense. It's not warm or anything. I can see rain landing on it. If you look, see the spots of rain landing on it. But why is that dry compared to all around it? I mean, it's dry under the Merlot. Andrew's going putting some gates up ready for lambing. The whole yard is wet, bar that little bit. I'm gonna have to come back in 10 minutes and see if it's still dry. In fact, while we're here, let's go and have a look. Whereas I did yesterday, because I obviously brushed all this off, didn't I? There's a little bit down here that you can't quite get without smashing the mirrors on the Merlot. But you can see the bit of a build-up of moss. Get that with a shovel. But yeah, this is a lot drier. Not drier, sorry, this is a lot cleaner and smarter. A few little potholes, 20 years this tarmac is, we will perhaps patch it up. But what's annoying is, none of the road drains seem to be working. So, all the water comes down that flyover down and carries into here and washes all the bits of road grime and silt. That's what I cleaned the other day, made the road a bit wider. Yeah, it's proper raining now. Can you see? Let's go. I probably could brush that a bit better now, it's a bit softer. See it a bit muddy. Let's go and have a look over here. I couldn't do that because of that van, but you can see the loose gravel. That's what I need to get off, because that's what then wears the yard underneath. Yeah, so it's tipping it down. See? See the water splashing? And there, still dry. What is going on there? It's madness. Right, in fact, I'll go and brush that. I'll take the mini Merlot around and do it quick before someone parks in the space. In fact, I'll just show you. That's some of the stones and bits I collected yesterday off that car park. I got 2 bucketfuls like that. Luckily, I remembered it needs fuel, so fill it up with some Certas' finest. Oh, the app's really good that I've been using for the fuel. So it warned me when we got down to 25 and then 15% the other week. So we had it refilled. I'll show you what it's showing now. So if you look probably here, that's what the app says is in this tank now, because obviously I've had it filled. Doesn't take long to fill up this. It only has a little diddy tank just above the front axle. Can you see that puddle's getting spots of rain in it, yeah? Because it is drizzling. I've stood this bucket in the middle. Still dry here. No rain's landing in that bucket at all. I've stood and watched it for about a minute. I just came up with the idea then while I was filling up with diesel to see whether it was warm and it was evaporating, or it actually isn't raining in that square circle. Weird. It's raining, got the wipers on, full tank of fuel. Let's go. I've done it, scrubbed it well, but you end up with like a muddy puddle here now, so I'll have to tip out and do it again and try and scoop that up. You can see the water flowing off the road still already. I've hooked the ramp for the wheelie bin with the corner of the bucket and spun it round, so I'll have to go and shove it back, but I think I'll take the forks off and take the bucket off and do it with a different bucket. We can see better. The apron to this gate's pretty muddy, so I'll sweep this back with the tarmac as well. You can see what I've done already. Can't believe how long this has been out of action for, this brush, and how handy it used to be. I'll go with this little bucket, see if I can push the wheelie bin ramp back in place without knocking the curbs over. Let's try and push it back. I'll have to do it by hand, to be honest. Good enough till the next time we maybe do some concreting. Now it's cracked in half, you could actually move it by hand quite easy. Because it's not raining particularly hard, you can see the rain running there, and it's running down this 2 foot from the curb because the curb is blocked with silt. So I've just scraped out all that now, and I'll keep going and I'll scrape it all out. So hopefully then when the water comes down, it'll run back down the centre and go in to here. Look at that. It doesn't. It is a bit blocked and silted up down there, but maybe if that goes in rather than settles in this corner, splashes that brickwork, because I don't want that barn getting damp either. But yeah, I'll clear all this silt away and see if it sends it back down the grid. Right, we'll see what that does now, I think. Hopefully that water should come this way, and that water as it's passing should go down that grid rather than flooding the car park. But it's quite a bit in there just from that short length. I mean, that'd fill a dumpy bag, so like a ton in what, 20 metres? So this is Sophie, she's just dropping this off. She's made it for Charlotte's birthday, but look. How cool's that? They're all like, what, Scrabble pieces, aren't they?
Yeah, Scrabble tiles.
And if you want to follow her on...
So I'm on Facebook and Instagram.
What was it? Everyday
Prints.
Prints. So there you go. Well, that's what she's made. And what's your little boy called?
Evan.
He's having a little look at the tractors with his dad.
Yeah.
Because we're in the toy box. It'll be full again in a few days when the next boat arrives. So if you just show me the other things she does. Look at that truck. If you're watching Guy, I know you'll need one of these. Ta-da! I bought that trailer I don't know. Stop that. A few months ago for when Charlotte checks the dog field so she can empty the bins, bring them back to the big bin. But it's been tech screwed up the door because the catches are broken. And she needs to take some wood chip to one of the fields. So I'm just going to see if I wheel it in here. They undo them tech screws, see if the hinge works, and maybe put a different latching mechanism on, because it must have had something down this side maybe. So I'll undo them and see what's going on. To be honest, the time it takes, probably going to be easy. Take the tech screw with her. Yeah, it's obviously had some sort of clamp that folds over. So if anyone knows where to get them from, let me know. And I can put 2 new ones on that side. They're a little bit like what you put on rally cars, to be honest. Big load on here now. Bit more. Trying to bury the drill. Getting some of this stuff that was a little bit drier that we did yesterday when we double chipped some, because it's a bit easier to rake out. Keeps focusing on the steering wheel. Put the easy sheet on and then off she goes. I think I found a clip. Little bolt on there and flick into that. I've ordered them off Amazon. We'll see if they're the right size when they come. While it's gone fine, I might go for a little look, see what the corn's doing. The barley behind the yard certainly got a nice greener colour to it now. There's a bit of sunlight and a little bit less rain. And today's rain, to be fair, hasn't been anywhere near what was forecast. What's in there, James? The combine, yeah. I thought I'd show you this. Got some young farmers visiting tomorrow. So, because the combine's all clean, we thought we'd put the header on it in the shed because it doesn't really look the same when it's in two halves. So, plenty of tyres and tracks to kick tomorrow because the other shed's got a few bits in. And then this is on here ready as well. I'll go and look at this barley behind the yard because it's definitely gone a bit greener than it was the other day. In fact, I can zoom in from here for the magic of my phone. So that looked quite yellow the other day, but it's gone green because we've actually seen a bit of blue and a bit of sunshine the last couple of days. Which is crazy really, because we were supposed to have 6 mil of rain overnight, 6 mil of rain today and 6 mil again tonight. So yeah, like well over half an inch, if not 3/4 was first forecast. And I bet we've not even had 2. On that particular patch of yard, we've had none. The difference a year makes. This field last year was so patchy. Look at that as well. The penetration of the Avatar drill where it's driven wide. It's actually drilled it into the track and it's growing. But yeah, this wheat looks pretty decent. I mean, you wouldn't want to drive on it with a sprayer now because you'd probably put some ruts. Recovering after it had potatoes on it the other year, but it is wall-to-wall wheat, which is nice compared to some motorbike fit on it here. Compared to last year, it looks really well. It looks like it's going to come out of winter all there. Whereas last year it was all patch and we had to patch it up with the quad track as well. I'll go feel behind the yard's not bad there as well. I'll go through the woods and have a look what the barley looks like. This barley here, little bit yellow. Probably wants a bit of manganese on it. But again, it's all, we've definitely had a better winter than we had last year. This is on the shores as well. Ben and Joe, I think, are putting potatoes on this field, so it's got a cover crop on it now. Got a field of OSR here, and it just seems to be waking up now after winter. Starting to go dark, sorry, but also this, I know it's lay wet, but we've never been able to sow the end of this field for a good few years. As you can see, it's still wet now, but it's green all over and not gone yellow, so it has definitely been a kind winter. I'll probably show you this better tomorrow, to be honest, when it's a bit more light. I think we're doing a bit of filming for the BBC, so might be a good field because I can show them what it normally looks like and what it looks like now. That's where we put the sunflowers last year, by the edge of the village. But yeah, it's got wheat growing wall to wall on it at the moment, which is a surprise. Gone completely dark outside now, so we're going to do the birthdays. Scott and Diane Smith, happy 24th wedding anniversary. James Clark is 51, happy birthday. Mark Brennan is 44. Jason Smith is 54. And last but not least, David Bennett. David up the road. Now, David's the reason I carried on doing YouTube, because I did say I was going to stop, but David said that it'd be stupid to stop. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm only 6 years now. But yeah, you've got David to thank for telling me that I should carry on. So, James wants to know what's going on with that tractor. It's a top link, James. Anyway, that's all for today. See you tomorrow.